Hey everybody, welcome to today's tactical tip. Now, we're on the road and we're here in Vancouver, and what we wanted to do is just talk about a little bit of hotel security. And one of the things you should do right when you check in, before you actually get into your room, drop your bags, unpack, settle in, and get ready to go out and see some sights, what you should always do is do a couple quick checks in your room. Now, the first thing is, if you notice in the back of every hotel room door, they're going to have the hotel guest evacuation plan in case of fire, but it's also important in case of an emergency. Now, we're just traveling within our own country, but especially if you're going overseas, remember emergencies can happen here with terrorist attacks and different things. You want to make sure you understand how to get out of that hotel quickly. So if you look on it, you can see where our room is out the door, and you can see exactly where the staircase is. But before we do that, one thing I always check on the door is I look at the quality of the frame and always check your extra lock. What happens a lot of times, what they'll do is they'll take these screws out of the locking mechanism here and they'll drill them out so that they're looser. So every time you come in, you want to get that, you want to pull on that and make sure that that actually has some security to it, has some tension to it, okay? Once you do that, the other thing that I want to do is you think, in a case of an emergency, if the alarm goes off in the middle of the night, if the power's out, or if the hallway's filled with smoke, you want to actually be able to have a bit more of a kinesthetic awareness of how to get to those fire exits. So one thing that I'll always do is, you can just follow me out, is come outside of the hotel room and think, okay, from my room I know that the fire exit is down and to the right, but what I'll do is count the number of doors. So I use my hand and we go through, so you follow me, so it's 1, see the wall, 2, 3, 4, and then I feel, so that I know exactly where I'm going. That's door number 5, and I know that on the opposite side is the stairwell. Now, when you see the stairwell, you want to make sure that you actually go into the stairwell. You want to go in and kind of check it out and make sure you know what it is. Always check the other side of the door, make sure it actually will open and lock. But I like to take a look around and just, again, get familiar with my surroundings. Okay, everybody, so listen, when you're away from home, you have to make sure that your mind doesn't just go to vacation mentality. The other thing that I do upon check-in is ask them at the front desk where the closest local police department is. And if I can, I'll either walk it out so I know where it's at, or at least Google map it or check and make sure you're familiar with it. All right, everybody, just wanted to share a little tip when you're on the road. Make sure that everybody is obviously staying safe and having a great time, vacation, business, whatever your travel is. So that's it, everybody. Remember, this is about you becoming your protector, unbreakable mental toughness, unwavering self-confidence, home or abroad. And until next time, everybody, stay safe.